Have you ever seen a dog sleeping and noticed it's twitching? Or maybe it's whining, and you can see its eyes moving back and forth under its lids. When you see this activity, you can be pretty sure that your dog is dreaming. But what the heck is it dreaming about? Chasing squirrels, catching a frisbee, or maybe it's having a nightmare? Unfortunately, you can't ask your dog what they're dreaming about, so no one really knows for sure, but we can speculate. When we notice a dog twitching about in its sleep, we usually assume they're dreaming. But is this really the case? Experts say yes. In fact, researchers believe that even the simplest vertebrates, like the common fruit flies, dream. There is proof that, like humans, dogs go through several sleep cycles during rapid eye movement, or REM sleep, and non-REM sleep. REM sleep is the cycle of sleep responsible for vivid dreams and forming memories. Scientists have established evidence of REM sleep in most mammals based on their studies of rats. The rats in the study spent all day running around in a maze. The scientists monitored their brain activity while they were running in the maze and compared it to their brain activity when they were sleeping later in the day. They found that the brain activity when they were sleeping was very similar to the brain activity that occurred when they were running through the maze. This demonstrated that, like most humans, rats dream about their day. Scientists also found that they can have complex dreams that involve the replay of long sequences of events. Dogs are like humans and rats in that they also dream about their day, only their days are a little more interesting than rats. They also sleep for 12 to 14 hours per day, giving them plenty of time to dream. But what exactly do dogs dream about? Researchers were able to get some insight into the matter by conducting a study on dogs in which they disabled a portion of the brainstem called the pons during sleep. The pons is responsible for keeping muscles paralyzed while sleeping. When disabled, the dogs would act out the activities they were thinking of while asleep. Researchers concluded that they were dreaming of their daily activities, such as running around chasing a ball or playing with others. The study also showed that dogs would dream differently depending on their breed. Dream patterns also changed based on dog size. Small dogs have shorter, more frequent dreams, while large dogs have fewer, longer dreams. While it is unknown exactly what dogs dream about, there are a few common themes that are likely to come into play. These include eating, chasing another animal, chasing a ball, playing with toys, dreaming of their favorite activities, fun times with their owner. That's right, your dog may even be dreaming about you. Do dogs have nightmares? It's sad but true. Just like humans, dogs can have nightmares. If you see your dog twitching excessively, or if you hear them whimpering in their sleep, you may suspect they're having a nightmare. So what should you do? Should you wake them up to save them from having these distressing thoughts? Experts say no, it's best to let them sleep. If you wake them, they may act aggressively towards you. Furthermore, sleep is necessary for a dog's well-being. That's why it's important to let them sleep no matter how disturbing their dreams may be. If you're concerned about their mental state, just be sure to give them a cuddle when they wake up. So, how can I tell what my dog is dreaming about? If you're watching your dog sleep, you may be wondering what they're dreaming about right now. REM sleep will typically start about 20 minutes into a sleep cycle and last 2 to 3 minutes. At this point, you'll see your dog begin twitching around, which indicates they're asleep. Pay attention to how they're moving. Do they look like they're running or chasing after a ball? There's no way to tell what your dog is dreaming about for sure, but their movements during REM sleep are a strong indication, and there may be even stronger indicators. For instance, a Harvard psychologist reported in an interview that he had spoken to a dog owner whose dog didn't like baths. Every time after the dog had a bath, he would run and hide between his owner's legs. This was the only time he would engage in such behavior. One time, the dog woke up and immediately ran and hid between his owner's legs. The owner took this as a pretty sure sign that the dog had just been having a nightmare about bathing. Do dogs and humans have similar sleep cycles? Dogs and humans are similar in that they both have REM and non-REM sleep cycles. However, there are differences in the way they sleep. Humans will have about 4 sleep cycles a night, with each cycle lasting about 90 minutes. canine sleep cycles are shorter and more frequent. Most dogs will have about 20-15-minute cycles of sleep per night. Does a dog's sleeping position have anything to do with what they are dreaming about? Dogs sleep in a variety of positions. Their sleep position does not affect what they are dreaming about. However, it can affect how they move during sleep. For example, if your dog sleeps on its side, it will have more freedom to move its limbs during sleep. You may notice it twitching often. If the dog curls up into a ball, you won't see as much movement. That doesn't mean it's not dreaming or that its dreams don't involve as much activity. Your dog's sleep position will also reveal its mental state, which may say something about its dreams. For instance, if your dog curls up next to you to nap, they may see it as a secure bonding moment. This may promote better dreams. If they curl up in a ball, it's a sign that they're trying to keep their vital organs protected and conserve warmth. They may feel threatened. Some dogs sleep in a Superman position, which involves sleeping on their stomach with their legs kicked out. This is especially common with puppies and high-energy dogs who are ready to get up and play at a moment's notice. They are likely to be dreaming about playing or chasing prey. There are also canines that sleep on their back with their paws up in the air. Dogs will usually only sleep in this position if they feel safe in their surroundings. They may also be trying to cool down by getting some air on their stomachs. Is my dog dreaming or having a seizure? If your dog is twitching excessively at night, you may be concerned that they're having a seizure. How would you know the difference? A seizure occurs due to abnormal motor responses coming from the brain. The twitching that happens during dreams, on the other hand, are normal electrical impulses. Both dreams and seizures are characterized by similar movements, such as the twitching of muscles and paddling of feet. However, when a seizure occurs, the movements will be more violent and they will last longer. Seizures may also be accompanied by drooling or foaming at the mouth. You will also be able to determine the difference based on how the dog acts when they wake up. The dog will be fine once they regain consciousness after a dream, but when they wake up from a seizure, they will seem disoriented and confused. How to promote good dog sleep. Regardless of what your dog dreams about, it's important that they get a good night's sleep. Here are some tips that will ensure your dog gets the restful sleep they need. Give your dog a comfy spot to sleep in. If your dog doesn't sleep in your bed, make sure they have their own dog bed or lay out some blankets that they can rest on. Get the temperature right. The area your dog sleeps in shouldn't be too hot or too cold. Avoid putting their bed in direct sunlight or near a drafty door. Get them plenty of exercise. Keep your dog active during the day so they will enjoy peaceful rest times. Avoid exercise right before bed. While it's good to get your dog exercise during the day, you want to avoid a lot of activity before bedtime. It's best to create a relaxing environment before they go to bed. Limit water intake before bed. This will limit the chance that they will need to go out for a bathroom break in the middle of the night.